Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
We're continuing with Manah Siksha from Raghunath Swami, teaching number 9. Finally, Sri Raghunatha says, O mind, remember my beloved Radha Kunda and Giri Govardhan as the bestowers of the darshana of and the lovely attraction to Radha Krishna. Sri Radha Kunda is very dear to Sri Radharani. Therefore, it is also very dear to Mohan, namely, as dear as Sri Radha herself is.
Is Radha's Kund. Radha Kund, Radha's Kund. And anything of Radhika is very dear to Krishna. You see this nature. Anything dear to the Radha, how it will not dear to Krishna? The nature, because Radhika's Kunda and Krishna love Radhika, it will be not dear to him because it's dear to Radha. What is that Kunda? It's love, his storehouse, reservoir. What loves, it's flowing from her, its reservoir, and its stock she keeps there in that one. In the form of tears, in the form of sweating, in the form of anything, what is happening from her. And it flows to Shyam. It only goes to Shyam, no other place. This all love is for Shyam. That is beauty of Radha. So in this Kunda, anyone to go to take darshan, he really got the mercy of Radhika. Because this is Radhika's Kund, what is loved by Shyam, what is received by Shyam, it's what is all receiving. Who is receiving this Kunda flow? Shyam is receiving.
Sri Radha Kunda is very dear to Sri Radharani. Therefore, it is also very dear to Mohana, namely, as dear as Sri Radha herself is. Realizing this secret, Sri Raghunath declares his one-pointed fixation in living near this crown jewel of Rajabhumi, Sri Radha Kunda.
So he decides to live near to Radha. Love, that is love. The question is this, why not others always? He got the realization this is living. His Guru Kripa is this, to live near to Radha. So I have to live near to Radha. My Gurudev said to me, live near to Radha, but in Vrindavan, near to Radha. So my Radha Kunda and Shyam Kund is here because these words are very much valuable for me. So where you will live near to Radha and near to his love reservoir. Always live near to Radha and reservoir of love. Never try to go far from that. That is meaning of living near to Radha. That love of Radha is so pure and for only giving to Shyam. You go and see that Kunda. This water, one drop is not going other place. Every drop of the Radha Kunda is flow only one direction to Shyam. That to meditate all the time. If you leave any place with your body, live near to Radha. Means live near to Radha and the love of Radha. Shyam will always be near to you because he received this love. Radha. This is the teaching of our Rati Mandir. This Rati. This Rati has to come inside us.
Vilapa Kusumanjali, O Lolakshi, restless-eyed girl. Your lake is always the dwelling place of you and your beloved. Only here I will live, and here alone I will stay.
Your lake is the only lake. Your love is only the place of two where you live and your lover is always living. This is the place. You not live alone without your lover. That feeling you have to keep up. You never live alone without your lover. In your place where you are with your lover is also with you. So I will do everything. I will live my day-to-day life, work. But can I live near to your kunda, with your love, with your presence? Can I make my life with your kindness near to you? And yet, always I feel that I live with your love. That kunda, that reservoir is always with you, and I near to that reservoir I'm staying. Some drop will come to me, and I will be very lucky to receive that. Shiva.
Because Shri Radha Kunda is so dear to the divine couple, it can bestow their darshana and the tender love for their lotus feet upon him.
That way, darshan means I can see them, I can feel them in all the circumstances what happening in my life. That they are always, in all circumstances, they are present. Read again.
Because Shri Radha Kunda.
Because she is the source of all. So Shri Radha Kunda, the reservoir of you, because you are the source of everything, and you are reservoir. You are the source to give this flow of love. And I am making this to your Priya, Premaspad, your darling Shyam.
Because Shri Radha Kunda is so dear to the divine couple, it can bestow their darshana.
For anyone, I will also take that. Because I am living close to you, I will also get the chance to feel and see you. And who will try to do that, they can also do that. They will also feel you and see you.
Because Shri Radha Kunda is so dear to the divine couple, it can bestow their darshana and the tender love for their lotus feet.
Not only I will see you, I can feel also your exchange of love in all circumstances, in divine way. How kind you are, how loving you are. Open my vision, divine vision, that I can see and feel your love. Seeing and feeling is the spiritual life. The spiritual life means I can feel it and I can see it. Srimati. Without feeling, I cannot see it. I will not see it. I have to feel it and see it. And my material covering, there is no meaning. It brings me where? Any place, any country is not meaning. It's a divine feeling, seeing and feeling and seeing. It's a divine feeling and divine looking is not material covering. Understand? My material covering is not disturbing me. This material covering bring me America, but I will feel it like that. What to do? I want to be always in this practice. I am with you, and not only with you, with your reservoir of love is also near to me. Your tank of reserve. Love is there, where you stay on. But I can see this, I can feel it. When I am sitting in Vrindavan, I can see and feel my material body is not disturbing me. Then why my material body will disturb me when I am out of other place? Because material thing is not this, it's divine thing to see and feel. And when I will see and feel this, that is a spiritual life. Living in a spiritual consciousness. It's Radha in my spiritual life. Right? Vrindavan.
Sri Raghunadas has described that in his Vilat Kusumanjali. O blooming, lotus-eyed girl, when my eyes directly saw your pond, Radhakund, which is filled with sweet water and lotus flowers, surrounded by blissfully humming bees, then I really got the desire to taste the nectar of your service. Therefore, he also prayed to Radhakunda for the darshana of Radharani. O beautiful lake, my mistress always plays erotic games in you with her beloved Krishna. If you are dearer to them than the dearest, then please show me my mistress, who is my very life. There is no comparison to Sri Raghunath's devotion to Giriraj Govardhan. At the base of Sri Giriraj lie Sri Radha Kunda and Shyama Kunda. Sri Raghunathas Goswami lived at the base of Giriraj for the fulfillment of his desire to see and love the lotus feet of the divine couple, and he offered the following prayer. O Govardhan, the youthful couple, Radha Krishna, play passionate, erotic pastimes in your every cave, and I became very eager to witness them. Please allow me to live close to you and thus bless me. Sri Raghunath prays to his mind. O mind, I'll tell you what to remember. Know that the crown jewel of relishers, Girivaradhari is the Lord of the life of my mistress, Vrindavaneshwari. Worship him like that. Know that Vrindavaneshwari Radha, the crown jewel of all Vraja Gopis, is Krishna's dearmost beloved. O mind, I humbly pray to you, worship the reddish lotus feet of this Radhika with ever fresh, passionate love. Remember the best of Sakhis, Lalita, as Sri Radha's heart's friend, whose glories are matchless, and remember Vishaka as the instructing guru of all the gopis, while performing luscious bhajan in allegiance to her. O mind, remember Radha Kunda and Govardhan day and night, for they bestow the darshana and love for the divine couple upon you. The ocean of your heart, then, will swell as the nectarian Ganga stream of prema enters into it, brought down by the mercy on the strength of your smarana. The ocean of your heart, then, will swell as the nectarian Ganga stream of prema enters into it, brought down by their mercy on the strength of your smarana. This ends the teaching number 9. Teaching number 9. O mind, remember Sri Krishna, the moon of the Vraja, as the Lord of the Queen of Vrindavana, Radha. Remember Sri Radha as Krishna's most beloved girl, Lalita as their matchless girlfriend, Vishaka as the teacher of all the other girlfriends, and Sri Radha Kunda and Giriraj Govardhan as the two places the mere sight of which bestows charming love of Sri Radha and Krishna. In this verse, Sri Raghunatha paints a beautiful picture of a loving identification before the eyes of the Madhurya Upasakas, the practitioners of sweet, amorous devotion, on the pretext of extracting his own mind. Causeless love for Krishna is called prema, and this prema is the goal of devotional service to the Lord. Great devotees like Bhishma, Prahlad, Uddhava and Narada gave up their feelings of mindness towards everything else and established their one-pointed feelings of mindness towards the lotus feet of the Lord. This is called prema in the Narada Pancharatra. The feeling of mindness is based on a loyal relationship. If there is no feeling of relationship, there can be no feelings of mindness. The feeling of mindness is based on a loyal relationship. If there is no feeling of relationship, there can be no feeling of mindness. In Shanta Rasa, the tranquil or neutral sentiments for God, there can be no feelings of mindness towards the Lord. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, the nature of a Shanta or tranquil devotee is that he does not have any feeling of mindness towards Krishna. His main knowledge of Krishna lies in his supreme, impersonal Brahman aspect, or his localized Paramatma, supreme self aspect. These tranquil devotees are not only bereft of a feeling of mindness, they are also thought of as being unable to say, Tadiya, I am his, They only worship the Svarupa, Krishna's philosophical, constitutional aspect. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Brahmananda is light and liquid, whereas the bliss of devotion to God, Ishwaramaya Sukha, is heavy and intense. Whatever Ishvara bliss the Shanta devotees experience is only the bliss of the Lord's constitution. They cannot experience the sweetness mixed with majesty or the pure sweetness that the other devotees experience. Srila Rupa Goswami teaches, although the Shanta devotees do experience the bliss of the personality of Godhead in the form of his Swarupa, means knowledge of God's constitutional position, they don't experience the attractiveness, beauty, and tenderness of his pastimes like the other devotees do. The Shanta devotees consider themselves blessed simply by seeing the Lord, without entering into his sweet pastimes. This is because they are bereft of any feelings of mindness towards the Lord. For this reason, Sri Jiva Goswami calls them marginal devotees, and their devotion marginal devotion. Anyone who attains one of the four relations of servanthood, friendship, parenthood, or consorthood with the Lord will attain a certain feeling of mindness towards him. Among these four, there is a certain distinction between higher and lower, culminating in the amorous relationship. There is a gradual order of improvement from one rasa to the other. In each subsequent rasa, there is one quality more than in the preceding one. As the qualities increase, so the taste also increases. Therefore, the qualities of tranquility, servanthood, friendship, and parenthood are all present in amorous love. The qualities in 5 gross material elements, sky, air, fire, water, and earth, increase one after the other by a gradual process of 1, 2, 3, 4, until finally, in the element earth, all 5 qualities are manifest. Full attainment of Krishna is achieved through prema. And Srimad Bhagavat says that Krishna is captivated by this prema. Although the amorous rasa is also present in Krishna's queens in Dwaraka, the full manifestation of amorous love can only be witnessed in the Vraja Gopis. There is no hesitation and no reduction in the purely sweet love of Raja. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Gaudiya Vaishnavacharyas, the highest kind of amorous love for Krishna, called Manjaripa, became relishable, especially for the people of the present age of quarrel. Sripad Sanatana, Shri Rupa, Shri Raghunatha Das, and Shri Jiva Goswami are the great handicraftsmen of Vrajarasa. Just as goldsmiths make necklaces, bangles, and earrings from one single material, gold. Similarly, by Sriman Mahaprabhu's grace, the Acharyas have made wonderful ornaments of Rasika poetry, which was revealed within their heart and which was made of the ingredient Shringa Rasa, erotic flavors. Here, Srila Raghunatha Das Goswami is hinting at the great gift of Sriman Mahaprabhu, which had not been given for a long time, Manjari Bhav. This is the self-identification that the practicing devotees desire for themselves. First of all, he says, Mad Isha Nathatva Vraja Vipina Chandram. O mind, remember the moon of Vraja forest as the Lord of my Isvari, Shirada. How much nectar of love is there in that one word, Mad Isha, which Sri Raghunatha uses here. How much intense love can be relished in that word. Amari Ishwari ha Vrindavaneshwari, Tara Prananatha Boli, Bhaji Giridhari. My Ishwari is Radhika, the queen of Vrindavan. I worship Giridhari, knowing that he is the Lord of her life. The Acharyas experienced this and preached it. The more the practicing devotees manage to recognize themselves as Sri Radhika's maidservants and manage to give up their bodily consciousness, becoming absorbed in identification as Radha's Dasi. At every moment, the more transcendental jewels they will find, the more the practicing devotees manage to recognize themselves as Sri Radhika's maidservant and manage to give up their bodily consciousness, becoming absorbed in identification as Radha's Dasi at every moment, the more transcendental jewels they will find. There is nothing more sweet and relishable than being absorbed in Swarupavesh, absorption in one's transcendental identity. Maya will stay far away from him whose heart is absorbed in relishing these transcendental flavors. The sadhaka will be blessed when he can relish the flavor of Shishirada Mohana's forms, qualities, pastimes, and devotional service. Then he will experience something of the taste of this single word, Mad Isha. Shri Raghunath instructs Mad Isha, my mistress. Shri Raghunath instructs his own mind to meditate on Mohana, the moon of Vrindavan, calling him the Lord of his Ishwari, Radhika's life. First Radha, then Mohan. After introducing herself to Shri Radha and attaining her service, the maid servant of Radha introduces herself to Mohana. Only then will she attain the service of the Lord of Ishwari Radhika's life, not independent. There is no comparison to Srila Raghunatha Dasa's Radha Nishtha, loyalty to Radha. He desires nothing else but the intimate service of Shri Radha. The reader will experience that again and again in his Stavavali compilation. Shri Radha.
Yeah.